The family of a Porterville man killed in a drunk driving accident is speaking out after learning the driver police say is responsible had been drunk behind the wheel in the past. Good evening, I'm Marie Edinger. Rich Rodriguez has the night off, but thank you for being with us tonight. We're going to talk more, going straight into that now. That driver is now facing murder charges, and he's being held without bail. Fox 26 reporter Shelby Bracho is with us live in studio. Shelby, this driver, as we mentioned, had a history of drinking and driving. That must be so tough for the family to swallow.
Absolutely, Marie. Court records show that Dominic Casares has a prior DUI conviction from August of 2021. But in the early morning hours of September 22nd, this past Wednesday, Casares crashed into Louis Munoz, killing the 57-year-old father of 5 and grandfather of 19.
First of all and foremost, he's a true believer of God. He's a huge jokester. He's a family man, a handyman. He's Big Lou. He does it all. His family definitely came first all the time. He loved his grandkids.
Corina Agualera says her father went through a lot to become that man.
If he was here, he would tell you his testimony. He was a really bad drug addict, ended up in prison, found God, moved over here, met my mom, and grew this family into what it is now.
But around 2:30 a.m. on September 22nd, Munoz was riding his motorcycle on Road 236 south of Avenue 112 in Porterville. That's when police say 23-year-old Dominic Casares hit him head on.
My mom got a call that my dad had been in an accident. They didn't have any information other than he was in a motorcycle accident at the time. He ended up dying of lack of blood, and his heart just kind of gave out and never started again.
Now, Casares has been charged with second-degree murder, gross vehicular manslaughter, hit and run causing death, driving on a suspended license, and driving without an ignition interlock device.
Right now, he's in a safe place where he can't hurt anybody else. And that's what we're leaning on right now. Before we start to get angry, we start to think, okay, what would my dad say to us right now?
Aguilera says her dad was always talking about forgiveness.
Constantly talking about be a better person. And that's what we're trying to be. It sucks that it did happen, but my dad had, like I said, he was a firm believer in God, and he really believed in forgiving everybody because he needed forgiveness at one time, and he was able to get it, and he wanted to share that with everybody.
Aguilera tells me the family is comforted by the fact that Casares is being held without bail, and they hope justice will be served in court so that he's unable to hurt anyone else. Aguilera also told me she hopes he is reformed through this whole process and hopes he can find God and forgive himself. Marie?
All right, Shelby. And that family is also advocating against drinking and driving and asking everyone to find a designated driver if you're going to be out with alcohol. Munoz's funeral is October 12th.